Hello and welcome to the Global Fashion Workshop channel. Today we're working with our wonderful denim sundress. Last time we cut all the details. I showed you how to calculate the bottom of the skirt, how to insert the corrections in the top part of the sundress, and today we'll assemble all these. I showed you several times how to make layers from the gathering. That's why I'll ask the girls to prepare it behind the camera in order to speed up the process. In order to prepare such a skirt, there is no sense in basting it. I'll be stitching across the 6 parts together and stitch on the serger right away. I'm making the same with the top layer. The only thing is, I'll leave the zipper on one side. After I stitch the lower and the upper layer together, I'll assemble the upper part of each layer on the thread. And then we'll assemble together. I'll give this away now and we'll proceed to the top part of the sundress. Now look closely. I cut the belt with some extra, since the front is different from the back, and therefore the belt on the front in the finished look needs to be 23 and 19 on the back. I cut it with some extra so that I don't have to think and calculate beforehand. I'm placing it aside for now. I'm placing the back aside for now as well. Here's the front. We're starting to baste it. Remember that the inset is very small and it starts right here. The side parts should match. That's why I'm making here a small backstitch, literally 1 centimeter high. And start inside. You'll see why I did this. Here, let me get a white thread so that you can see it. Take these pins off. Taking these pins off. Here we need to have this point. Look, this is a centimeter from the hemline. This point should match this point. There should be exactly 1 centimeter from it to each side, to the right and to the left. So we need to cut these details very little. Like this, look. We'll place this here in the middle now. It's important here not to have any extra millimeter stitches. Now I'm going to draw this line here by a ruler and cut it. This is how it will look, so that there are no extra millimeters for the seam. You see how it is even here. And now we're going to open this detail. Open this detail and connect this point first here. Only right side with the right side. I have an X drawn here. It should match our backstitch. Like this, basting the first side of this triangle inset with a 1 centimeter seam. This pencil disappears under steam. So, considering it is blue denim, don't be afraid to draw a straight line. Like this, look. This is our line. It's better to baste this way so that we can check once more. Checking. Yes, you see, everything matches. And we're sewing into one side. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. Let me show you how to make it correctly. Now we open the same detail onto the second side. And here you see 2 points connected in one place. Now we need to connect these two sides so that this point matches the red thread, but on the other side. So we can draw a centimeter stitch the same way here. Taking a ruler, drawing a centimeter stitch, and basting it very neatly. Check in here, everything matches. Now we'll show you the result and we'll baste the side of the front block. We'll remove our pins. The middle is ready. Look what a wonderful middle. It looks more elegant now than the one we had on the mock-up fabric. Do you see it? So we start working with the side. I'll show you by the example of one side how to baste the side correctly. Denim is a very comfortable fabric. It has cotton base. This denim is stretching as well. Top quality. It'll be ironed nicely. If it were some other dry fabric, I might have traced this dart partially somewhere else. But here we don't have to be shy about this curvy princess line. A centimeter stitch as well. Here we need everything to match. It is perfect, we just need to pin and sew. I still can't work without pins, especially when we have such curvy things. Look, everything is perfect here. Maybe during the fitting we'll have to take a little. Remember, we had a bit more on the mock-up, but now for some reason I didn't take too much. Here I based 1 centimeter. I'll mark this 1 centimeter, at least with these reference marks. Let's baste it. I need a new thread. I'll baste this side now. I'll baste the second one the same way and we'll start working on the belt. Look what we've got. This is the front. These are the straps. Since the straps are rather wide, it's possible that during the fitting we'll want to take some more here, so that they are crossing there. It's quite likely that we'll still like to take this side part here. We'll see during the fitting. Now, in order to baste the belt, we need to decide, calculate the belt and the back. The front is 23 centimeters, half. Here we have 25. Stitch is 1.5 centimeters. Well, half a centimeter is allowed for the half. Either loose part or light adjustments. That's why we're taking 23 plus 23 is 46, plus 3, this is 49 centimeters, approximately so if we adjust a little, 49 centimeters. One belt is 49 centimeters. You see, it's almost as it is. Cutting. This will be the front part of the belt. We're placing the denim. The fastener is on the left, so we'll sew the second part of the belt and the back itself here to the side, where there is no zipper, just a seam. Since 23 is the half of the front, then 19, we counted, is the back. In order to make 19, we need to calculate 19 plus 19 is 38, plus 1.5, it is 41. It should be 41. 20.5 is the half. We take from this part and mark 21 centimeters. We can make notches or just trace it on the other side. The denim falls out, that's why I do it this way. Basically, this will be enough for the fitting. 41 centimeter. You can even do this. Here you see, and now we'll baste this part with that one. I'm basting the half of the 41. I'm taking the second part of 41. You'll see what I'm doing now. I want to even it out a little. Check in one more time. It's better to measure 100 times. Here's the back. Yes, here it is. First of all, I'll baste this tail in the middle. You can do it this way or wrap it. You can even baste a centimeter to each side. You'll see why. I want to see the line very clearly, which will be along the back here, so that nothing is in the way. This will go for finishing. I'm basting the second part the same way now. This way it will be way neater even during the fitting. Just the same with the other side. Basting a centimeter. I'm taking the belt from the back, folded it in half, making a notch. And now in this place I'm taking it the right side to the right side and folding the detail from one side. And same on the other side. Make sure that here in the center front, these lines that we drew are matching. I think you can do it this way, look here. Now I'm basting 1 centimeter along the belt. Basting 1 centimeter. I like to do the fitting very much so that later we have minimum corrections. But now we'll see whether we need corrections or not. I'm sure that even if we have corrections, they will be minimal. Look what we've got. This is a nice back here, center back. We can baste the hemline the same way, or we can lightly iron it before the fitting. Perfect back. Here the straps will cross. We'll baste the belt to the front the same way, basting the side seam from the right along the right side, so that we have a cut for a zipper. We'll baste the lower part of the sundress, our skirt, to the top part. This is our top, this is our skirt, which we prepared behind the cameras. Now we need to baste the skirt to the top, connecting the side seam, connecting the back with the front. Folding right side with right side and making a 1 centimeter seam along the whole belt. Of course, the sundress looks rather simple, but it took us some time to work on it because there are many details, but I think that the result will be very effective. I hope so. Now we'll have a look. You see, everything matches perfectly. Taking a needle and a thread. Let me remind you that we assembled the top part using the measurements under the belt. The gatherer turned out to be very small. We assembled the middle part of the skirt to the lower layer of the skirt. I'm basting the seam now, and we finally have an awaited proper fitting of the denim garment. Basting 1 centimeter. The gathering is minimal. But again, this is denim sundress, clothing for everyday use. It shouldn't be very capacious, very comfortable, and shouldn't make you look bigger. The same will be with red thread. Red or blue, I haven't decided yet. It's nice when the thread is blue and red. We'll place and decide. Now I'll finish basting and we'll meet at the fitting. Well, I put on the sundress and I don't want to take it off. I'm excited. Take a look here. Imagine, it will be finished. All of the stitches will be stitched with yellow thread, and a few centimeters of hemline will be stitched as well. I like the result very much. Look how cool the straps look. The straps are crossed at the back. Another centimeter will go for the seam. Very fashionable sundress for any type of clothing underneath. A t-shirt, a turtleneck, even a thin sweater. I have a turtleneck on purpose, so that on a shirt it will be more loose, but on such a thin sweater it stays rather tightly. I think that cutting is great, the drafting is great. It's so good that we made a mock-up beforehand, where we considered all the changes. It's also good that we made this middle thinner. Now this sundress matches the sketch. The only thing is, I'm looking and thinking whether I need to raise the waistline a bit higher or not. If you have a bigger stomach here, take that into consideration. And this layer can be a bit wider as well. But I wasn't aiming at that. I don't want to make it wider. On the contrary, I'm just starting to get thinner and look better. So, you see, everything is perfect here. Everything is in exact ratio that I wanted it for the garment to be. It's time to say goodbye. This has been the Global Fashion Workshop channel. All the best from Olga and the rest of our team. Subscribe to our channel, click on like and post your comments. See you soon. Bye.